I've been coming for a lot of years now, and it's really fun. Like because all the people are really nice here, and I'm learning how to snowboard by myself.
We've been coming to Telluride for a while. We first came 2011, and we went in and had a chat with Tim and the team. I basically said, "What can you do with this?"
I think Holly's one of the most amazing clients that we've had a true opportunity to work with, and I consider it that. To be such a one of the pieces of her story and her journey to accomplish her goals. I remember even just sitting at this desk the first day we got Holly out, she actually came and we were going to try to get her on skis. And the concern that we had is her leg length wasn't long enough to support a ski boot, meaning the boot basically was going up almost over her kneecap. But we had ski boots on her and we clicked her in. I remember looking out and she was just bawling, crying. And it still takes me back to think of that, to a client that came to us just so driven and motivated, and then we put her into what we thought was a really neat sport, and she hated it from the first second that we tried to get her going.
Holly was born with what is called achondroplasia. It's the most common form of dwarfism, and it means that basically her legs and arms are shorter than most people, and her head is larger. But it comes with a lot of complications, because basically her skeleton doesn't really fit the rest of her body, and so there are things that go wrong that affect her day-to-day functioning. She's had particularly problems with hydrocephalus in her head. She's had problems with her back. She's had knee reconstructions. She's had many operations. If we look at it, she's probably averaged one major operation every year.
But again, with those customized experiences, we called Stop. We brought her inside. We had a great conversation with Mom and Dad, with Holly, and she was really here to have fun. So in order to have fun, we needed to make her comfortable. So to make her comfortable, we decided putting a lower cuff snowboard boot on her leg that was more comfortable. It would help her engage with the sport a little bit more, to address some of her issues biomechanically a little bit more appropriate than a ski boot would. And to see that in my memory right now, and then having seen her ride just last week, completely unassisted on her own snowboard, not holding hands, no tethers, no equipment, just a typical snowboarder would.
Oh, Holly, first time I met her was at Adaptive. She walks into the room and she has one of those personalities that just lights up the room, a big presence in the way that everybody around her gets really psyched.
We started out trying to on skis, but within an hour it became clear that her joints were too loose to support the separate skis, and that a snowboard would sort of ground her better than skiing. So they came out with this amazing piece of equipment, the rider board, which had a handlebar for her to hold and a handle at the back for the instructor to steer her and basically guide her. And really that was the beginning.
When I first went out with Holly, we were on a rider bar, so it was almost like taking someone in a bi-ski, and they had her in the rider bar that we own, and there was straps and bungee cords trying to help her to stay in the position to have the strength. And when I looked at it, the biggest deal was the equipment was far too large for her. Stance was like she was doing the splits trying to go down the road. So with the help of Tim at Adaptive, we made some aluminum plates and were able to mount her bindings further in on the snowboard so she could have a normal stance. And from that point, she progressed to being able to go from just a couple rides on the magic carpet to, we went and did a loop where we went up Gold Hill and all the way down Sea Forever.
Oh, what do we think?
Yeah.
What do we think? What do we think?
big day, like we barely made it. But she hung in there and went through some emotions that most people never would have made it through. Now she's making completely independent turns, and it's just an amazing thing to see that, making it that far. She's an amazing athlete.
But you watch that cone on the left. That's where your next turn's gonna be.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay right in the middle, okay?
Okay.
This is all you. You got this?
Yeah.
You got this?
Yeah.
All right. Keep your head up, keep that shoulder initiative, all right? I'm ready when you are. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Hard, 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 hard. Go back, back, back. There you go, close side.
Holly's an incredible lady. She wants to do things that maybe she shouldn't be capable of. She needs help to be able to do that.
Rock on.
We've been coming here 8 years. This is the best session yet. It rocks. She can do it by herself. 8 years on the Ryder Bar.
It took a number of instructors and a couple of weeks, and we worked really, really hard with Holly, and she's one of the most amazing students that I've ever had the privilege of being out with. We worked really hard, and her dedication to being a snowboarder and to doing that in a way where she can say, without assistance, I'm snowboarding, and she did that. And I had the absolute honor of being out with her that day, and it was with the help of many of us that Holly was able to leave Telluride this year as an independent snowboarder.
Meeting a person like Holly and riding with her is one of the things that makes doing adaptive so fun. Like, she gives so much. I've gotten so much from her that I don't think she will ever even know, but thanks, Holly.
Oh.